Award, and we were voted in Boast of Astoria LIC as one of the best new community art spaces to contribute to. And we're so excited to have talented people here at Live One, like Magician of the Year, Rene Clement.
Oh, yeah. Are people ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, Rene, I also want to say thank you to you because you've been a magician, a featured magician, so many times on the show that I co-produced with Pal Chucky Baby Leonard and the Kong Show on TV. Both are
That's right.
show. Yeah.
On the Clement Show,
Oh.
but that's not today, right?
No, that's not today.
No, today is Live One TV.
Oh, wow! That's amazing. I'm surprised. That's so
Fully
cool.
booked.
So tell me, how did you become interested in magic?
Well, when I was a youngster, we had TV shows like Mark Wilson would do a Magic Land of Alakazam, and that was one of the things that got me started as a young boy, you know. And I enjoyed the magic, and I had the magic kits as a youngster, but it wasn't until like I got to be 18, 19 that I got into it again. To learn mostly with the card tricks and such, and from there was no stopping.
Yeah, there's no stopping you. I saw you like on WPix 11 with like, and then you were like Mr. G, and then you were also the Magician of the Year. Can you tell us about that award?
That was a few years ago, in 2017. The Society of American Magicians here in New York, they honored me with the Magician of the Year at the, I forgot the program, at the Queen's Theater over in Flushing Meadow.
Oh,
and
nice.
this was the program. On the cover of it that year. And it's really an honor because past recipients were years ago John Scarney, close-up magician, and an expert in gambling and things like that, and stage magicians like Harry Blackstone Jr. and David Copperfield, which
Wow.
people all got the same award before me, so it was nice.
But I would say that you're the best of the best.
Wow.
You also had told me that you have this incredible collection of unusual objects.
Yes.
And we're going to get a peek into your private collection today.
I brought
We
some.
feel very special when we get the peek
I
into your
brought
private
some.
collection.
And this started when I was a little boy, when my mother's Uncle Fred, we would visit, and he had, in one room, he had a ship in a bottle.
Oh yes, I've seen those.
I was fascinated that as a kid, and after a couple of years, he let me touch it once, you know. He actually took it off the shelf and let me touch it once. And that always in my mind as a very young boy. And just for an example, I have
You do have a ship in the bottle.
a ship in the bottle.
Oh my
that
gosh, that's
it's
amazing.
painstakingly made, and within, outside the bottle and inside, they make these things. And like, I've got other object. Here is an interesting. It's a screwdriver, or not screwdriver, it's a corkscrew in a bottle, and it's like, you know, upside down. Normally it would be up here at the screw, but this is on the inside, as you can see.
Oh wow, corkscrew. Wow. So you couldn't say, I'll have a screwdriver. This is not what you're talking about.
That's right.
When you're ordering that drink, right?
That's something else in a bottle. Vodka.
Vodka and something. Wow.
Is that interesting? Yeah.
That's very
Here's one that's kind of very, it's a stick with a nut and bolt, and this other wire going to it, and a little ball in there for some reason. That I don't understand, but.
Well, this reminds me of one of those little games where you try to go, you know those games where you reach down and you try to,
oh, right, yeah.
like you're trying to get the claw up
Yeah.
out of the bottle, but this is like, how did you get it in there?
Yeah, here's a little multiple things in a bottle.
Wow.
There's a pair of scissors, a full deck of cards in the box,
Oh, look at,
and
it kind of shows it out.
there's a lock, a padlock on a rope.
Wow. This is like the kitchen junk jar, right?
Oh, yes. Right.
That's so cool.
Right. This is a little
Wait a
more
minute.
modern.
Wait a
A
minute.
little more modern.
Rubiks Cube.
Wait a minute. That's
It
a,
is. Now, I figured one day somebody got so frustrated that they couldn't solve it, they just jammed it into the bottle. Maybe not. But that's
Now, wait a minute. When you told me you had an unusual Rubik's Cube, I was like, is it a unusual shape? Is it unusual? But how did you get that in the bottle?
right.
Oh my God. It's magic. That's how.
It kind of is, you know. But you know what? Come on, magic. I wondered, you know, I always thought, is it very possible that if I pass my hand over this, that it would solve in the bottle? That would be good, wouldn't it? No, but that always fascinated me, the Rubik's Cube and stuff. And to solve one, I brought like a real cube for that purpose. And stand, now, everybody knows that you twist, you turn, but I'd like to hand it out with some people do some little mixing for me, if I just pass out to the audience. Yeah, just give it some twists, and then pass it on to somebody
Oh,
else.
so you pass it to Bobby Torodolo. He's a magician. He'll work his
That's
magic.
right.
And Mateo's
Yeah,
magician
just give it a
too.
twist
Oh,
again.
are they in
I
on
know.
this with you?
Yeah, pass it
Oh,
around.
that's to
Yeah.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Natasha
done it.
Morel, he's a little.
Make it hard, Natasha, make it hard.
That's right, make it hard. Don't, if anybody knows how to solve it, don't.
You know, and
It's got all this energy on it now.
Now, let me tell you a little background on this cube. The cube was invented by
You want to try? Oh, he did already. That was a mess.
by Emil Rubik in 1974. Invented this thing. It's wasn't. Thank you very much. It wasn't intended to be a game of things at that point. But in the 80s, she sold it to a toy company who went on to manufacture these, and the Rubik's Cube has become the world's largest selling toy.
Wow.
The Rubik's Cube.
Wow.
Now, hell, you didn't give it a few turns yourself too to mix up
Okay.
on that. Now, is it possible to solve that? Well, there are competitions, and who has any idea what the record is for solving a mixed cube? Anybody have a record? No?
It's either 5 or 7 seconds.
That's right, 4.4 seconds. What's the
Wow.
record for doing that? Now, with his twist, does anybody have any idea how many different combinations that you could have? Take a guess. Take a guess.
20,000?
20,000? Anybody think he's close?
No.
No. You know why?
Infinite.
The number is 43 quintillion.
Quintillion.
Quintillion combinations. Now, before you go home and Google, I looked it up. Quintillion would be 43 with 18 zeros followed.
Wow.
That's something. Now,
Yeah,
I'll
we
try to
did that.
get as
We did
close.
that.
I'll try to get as close to this 4 seconds, but we're going to do it by magic.
Oh.
We're going to try. I found a donut bag with the things here.
Okay.
So I don't eat donuts. I tell you, I talked to my nutritionist, I asked her about weight control and stuff, and I said, what do I do? And she said, don't eat anything fatty. So I said, you mean like potato chips, cupcakes? She goes, no, don't eat anything fatty. I did just find out I have a vitamin deficiency. But don't worry, it's B9. Okay. Now this was all mixed by various people in the audience. Let's see if I can, in coded darkness, in 5 seconds or less, solve this cube. Let's all count down together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Okay, let me prove to you that there is absolutely nothing in the bag.
Okay.
See?
Oh, wow!
No, okay, that's a joke. We didn't. That was just. Try and do that again. Yeah, nicely mixed. But could I solve this out in the open, in front of everybody?
Yeah.
I think I could. Watch. Actually, that's cheating because it's already solved. You people already solved the cube.
We did.
Now, a lot of people say, well, what's the definition of solved? Right? They say, well, all red on this side, blue on this side, white on this side, right? You know, all 4 sides the same color. You say that. You say that because it's a pattern you recognize all the colors the same. But what if it was a pattern you only saw for the first time today? A pattern that cannot be changed because it's inside a bottle. Let's see if
Don't even.
look at that. Now, maybe by coincidence, one of the sides match, but if 2 sides match,
Oh my gosh.
3 sides match,
What?
4 sides match, and the top,
Oh, wow.
and the bottom. All 6 sides match.
That is incredible.
But I want, we said it would be. Well, let's see. And yes, the paper bag is indeed empty. It's a joke before. But what if we take this cube and we place it in? And Ella, would you help with this?
Okay.
I want you just to hold the bag for a second. And obviously you saw I couldn't solve the cube, but maybe Ella. Could you pass your hand, hold with one hand, wave the other. Let's count down for her. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ella, look inside.
What?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody, warm round of applause.